the mentally disabled who are in your home. Thank you. Now, as an introduction, developing the compassion of caring for others, especially for those who are disadvantaged health-wise, is a great virtue. As social and political systems change, more and more participation is required of citizens in our modern-day civil society. In this broadcast, our guest, Karin, compair, share with our listeners how she coaches people to offer support to family members, loved ones, and neighbors with health challenges. Karin has been working as a home coach today. Karin has been invited into this program to come and share with us how we can take care for people like this that I have just mentioned. Help me, Radio Voice of Naija, and welcome to the studio, Miss Karin Compair. Welcome, please.
Thank you, Helen. Very nice to have you.
Did I pronounce your actor name very good?
Nearly. It's Karin Compair.
Karin.
You were very close. Yes.
Karin Compair.
Yes.
Well, listeners out there, you have heard her voice, and give us a call, or when you have any question, call us on 020-737-1619. Karin is in the studio live. Now, let's start. Karin, what led you to become a health care coach?
I used to work as a social worker with children, teenagers and youngsters. And after 10, 12, yeah, also 10, 12, no, even 15 years, I decided to do something else, and I wanted to, because I had children myself and you want to change work, and so I started to work in healthcare.
Okay.
And I loved it. I must say, I'm not a nurse. When my child falls, I know how to put a plaster on her knee, but I don't know anything else. But what we do in healthcare is home coaching.
Okay.
So we go to the houses of people, and there we look at what the problems are,
Yeah.
and we try to get a grip on their life again. So,
Okay.
like when someone comes home from a long time staying in a center because they have psychiatric problems.
Yeah.
Their house usually is a mess. They still have to get back their lives. Shall I tell you something about schizophrenia?
Oh.
Yeah, because that's one of the hardest diseases there is, I think, because people are so lonely, because they hear things which aren't there, they see things which aren't there.
Wow.
And it's really, it affects their everyday life, so it's very hard to get up, it's very hard to even have a shower.
Yes.
Or do your laundry, and and you come into a house and you want them to have a better life.
Yeah, yeah.
I like to do a dishwashing conversation.
Yeah, yes,
so
yes.
we wash the dishes.
Yes, together.
Together.
Yes.
We don't have to look at each other all the time,
Yeah, okay.
which is very hard for some people.
Yes.
You're standing next to each other and you chat all the time, and you're doing something in the household. So it helps them
Yeah.
to get their story out. And
Yeah.
it helps their household.
Yes.
And all these sort of things, just to slow it. It's not done in a week, it's not done in a month, but to get them their lives back.
Yeah. But how did they get to the level of becoming schizophrenic? So that means having a dual nature, is that? Two personalities in one.
That's what they say, but in fact the name suggests that, but it isn't true. But people thought it was dual, but it's because they're quite often hear voices.
Yes.
But it's not they're talking to them, and people think they're talking to themselves, but
Okay.
they're talking to the voices in their head. And sadly, they're often very bad voices, like you're worthless, you're nothing, and so.
Really?
But to them, it's real. We don't hear anything. But
Yes.
to them, it's real. So, and that's why what I try to discuss with them. You know, you can tell me everything,
Yeah.
and I know it's real for you. The voices you hear, the things you see, the things you feel, because people sometimes feel things like one client of mine feels lumps all over his body on the inside.
Yeah.
So he's always afraid he has some sort of disease. So every time he goes to the hospital, he tells them, I have lumps everywhere. I feel them in my brain, I feel them everywhere. But, you know, it's real to him, so I have to treat it like, you know, it's your disease. I think it's not true, but to you it's real, so what are we going to do about it?
Really?
Yes, yes. And it's the same with voices they hear in their head. They're real to them.
Yeah.
So they tell them, well, it's very hard if you hear all day long that you're worthless, you're worthless, you're worthless. It's very
Wow.
hard to hear, and it's real to you.
So that means this sickness does not tell them or make them hear something. The voices they hear are not voices that can tell them positive things.
I don't.
Have you come in contact with any one of them that say positive things?
No, no. I only heard people who said they were very.
Then that is the devil himself speaking through them. It's an evil force speaking through them, and I wonder how it can be get rid of by medical practice.
Well, I know schizophrenia. They often give people medication for it. So you get a bit more quieter. Sometimes the voices go away.
Wow.
But the thing is, if something makes you more at ease, it doesn't only make your brain more at ease, but your whole body. So, you know, it's harder to get out of your bed.
Yeah.
Because everything is relaxed. Yeah.
Wow.
But it helps them a lot. And what I really want to say, people, I just read about it, of course, because of this radio show. I had to reread it. But it said something like half of the persons know there's something wrong with them. So please go to your family doctor, talk with people about it, because if you're seek help early, it's much easier.
Exactly.
To cure. Now, cure is very hard with schizophrenia, but to get it down.
So when they begin to, what you are saying is that when people begin to hear some sort of strange voices.
Yeah, or feel because it's. The sad thing about this disease is it comes at an early age, around your 18 to 30 birthday. So, you know, you're often in your exams of your puberty or whatever, and everyone feels different then. So it's really hard to recognize it. But please, if you think, I'm really different, I'm seeing things which aren't there. Everyone tells me it's not. Or you think, you know, people are talking to you from the lamps, or there are microphones hidden somewhere, you know, and everyone tells you it's not true. Please seek help. Yes.
It's so funny. That's why it's a mental problem.
Yes.
Because they are the only ones that are seeing what they are seeing.
Yes, yeah. But it's also sad because it's real to them. So
wow.
So they're afraid all the time?
Yeah.
Now imagine that it's real. To you, yes.
You've been doing this work, Karin, for the past 12 years.
Yes, I am.
So, what has sustained your interest?
And what do you mean by sustain my interest?
What have kept your interest in it? Because having been doing and seeing this sort of people for 12 solid years, it's not an easy thing. So what has been sustaining your interest? Is it that you are excited hearing stories like this, or looking at them saying things that are not real, and then
no, because it often makes me sad, but I'm glad that I can help them to make their life a bit better. And often they're very lonely.
Yeah.
Because you know, everyone goes around you when you're acting strange. You know, people don't want to. Sometimes even family members, they leave them alone. And I think, you know, I know that they have a very hard life, but you can go there, you can have a coffee or tea or whatever with them. You
Yes.
can ask them, will you go shopping with me? I mean, some things like that, and help them to be less lonely, I think so. And they're often very nice people. They're happy that I'm there, so they're happy someone is helping them or talking to them, or, you know, yeah.
Wow. Or you might mention that you train people to learn or to know how to take care of their mentally disabled people.
Yeah.
You train. So is it the family members of those people that you train? How do you really do that?
Well, I'm always, my clients are the ones with the problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes like one client of mine who all her family is abroad. She's the only one living here. So when you have no family, you go to best friends, invite them, or their neighbors.
Yes.
And invite them to come over and take care of each other. And you know, we see it now because, you know, everyone says people have to do more for their neighbors, for their family. So you're always looking at who are around my clients.
Yes.
And who can help them with, you know, not everyone has to do to come there every week, but if the neighbor notices every day, like they don't open the door or the windows, the curtains are always closed.
Wow.
You know, so it's very simple. You tell them, well, phone me or phone to my company or whatever, and you know, keep an eye out for your neighbor or for your friend, or you know, and sometimes with elderly people I ask the neighbors, well, can you do the shopping for them, or you know, yeah. Sometimes it's just very simple. People who fall all the time and can't get up.
Yes.
You just say, you know, with my client we discuss who do you trust and who do you want to give your key to.
Yes.
So if something goes wrong and they see you don't open the curtains, that they open up your door and see if you're well.
Okay. So in other words, you are letting us know that when people are becoming mentally disabled, they don't want to have communication with others. They isolate themselves.
No, they want communication. But you can't bring them to a big party. That's too much. I
mean, when they close their doors, they don't open their doors, they don't open their windows. Does that suggest somebody who wants communication?
No, I think it's very hard. You know, the outside world is very strong, comes to you. So people are having so much problems, they often want to close in and well, under the blanket, let's face it, yes. But it's very good to open up your curtains and to go out. But for them it's very hard because all the time they experience people who don't want to see them, don't talk to them. So they're hiding.
Yes.
But that's why I like to go out with them, like we go for shopping, or we bring all the papers to the old paper baskets, whatever.
Yes.
Just to go outside, have some sunlight, which is always very good for you. But not too long. You can't go to a big party. You can't go to King's Day now in Amsterdam. It's too much stress. But just a short walk, and everyone can go for a walk with their neighbors or their family member.
Yes.
Walking is very good.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, walking and talking, well, it's very easy, we can all do it.
So do you do that with them and do they respond?
Yes, of course, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, everyone can get this disease. Everyone. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, doesn't matter if you're living in Europe, Africa, the North Pole, it doesn't really matter. If you're rich or poor, it doesn't matter. Everyone can have an experience like this. You know, you can get a depression, you can get a trauma. You know, it can happen to all of us. So I think it's, you know...
Are there some specific people you have counseled or coached or helped who eventually came to their normal self?
Yes. Well, with postpartum depression, so after that's always good results.
Okay.
Well, I say 99 out of 100, yes. So, and it's women who experience it, of course, and you know, I think every woman has the baby blues for a day or so after, but if it's longer,
Yes.
for a longer period, please, well, same story, tell everybody. Do something about it. Go to your family doctor, go to your gynecologist,
Yes.
and tell them you're feeling things, because, you know, it's curable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and tell your family so they can help you.
Yes.
So that you don't have to do it yourself. And ask your husband to help you with the baby.
Exactly.
Yes.
So,
Because people forget that, you know, when you're feeling not insecure and they think, oh, I'm the only one who can take care of the baby, and it's really exhausting.
Yes.
Especially when you're not feeling well. So
Yeah.
ask your husband, your boyfriend,
Yes.
to take care of the baby also.
Exactly.
Yes. And ask for help. Because
Wow.
it's curable.
It
It's
is.
treatable. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah.
So you said that at what from your practice, okay?
Yeah.
From your practice. So what are the variety of ages you have seen your patients?
From 20 till 80.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
So
And the babies, of course, but they're healthy most of the time.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
mothers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So male or female?
Both. Yeah.
For the men, what could be their problem? What could be the causes of their mental disorderness?
Well, it's often stress.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
stress.
Yes,
For a boy of 20?
yes. If you're, it has to do, you're sensitive to it probably. Sometimes it runs in your family.
Okay.
And you're more sensitive to it than other people. And stress, you know, exams, and think of mobile phones, and you have no money, and you have to pay a big bill.
Yeah.
And but especially exams, or you have to move, or it can be anything. And when you're sensitive to it, it can happen to you.
Yes.
Because everyone can.
Everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you can be in a supermarket and there's someone with a gun to your head who wants the money from the
Okay,
cashier,
so
yeah.
those things can...
Yeah.
So what do you then consider as a psychiatric problem? Can you say it to our audience so that somebody who is out there listening, in case the person sees anybody or sees any of the symptoms you want to mention now, then they can know, okay, this person is having mental problem. Let me try to assist. So what are some of the things we must see? What do you consider to be a psychiatric problem?
Well, it depends, because everyone is different, but people are, well, for schizophrenia, who are hearing things which aren't there, who are very afraid, who are thinking there are, complots against them, and you're sure they aren't there. Then, talk about it with other people, go to your family doctor, bring the person to your family doctor. And mothers who have, the baby blues for longer than 1 or 2 days, and it stays on. And all the time, the most important thing is if it affects your daily life for a longer time.
Yeah.
Because everyone is sometimes, I won't say depressed, but in a dip.
Okay.
Some things can happen to you, and everyone can sometimes feel the blues for a while, but if it affects your everyday life, you don't open the curtains anymore, you don't wash yourself anymore, you don't want to cook, you don't want to eat.
Wow.
All these sort of things. Yeah. Or you were talking about bipolar disorder, that's just so high.
Yeah.
Because that's also bad.
Tell us a little bit about that side, the bipolar.
Yeah.
What is it all about?
I think it's very interesting, but it's people can be. You have some famous people like Vincent van Gogh. He is really a famous person with a bipolar disease.
Oh.
When you're very high, you're very talented. You don't need sleep, food, whatever. You can go on and on for days until, of course, it's too much for your body, and you break down. But people with bipolar disease who are in a manic state, think they can do anything. My client thought he could run here, we have the A10, and if you're going faster than 80 you get fined. but he thought he was faster than the cameras, so he was flying over the A10 with his car, because he really thought in his mind that he was faster than the camera, so no one would find him. And of course they did. And people get very talented because you're free, you know? You're feeling free, so your paintings, your music, everything, so quite a lot of famous people have bipolar disease, but of course after being so high for a while, you get low, and then very low and in a depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's very hard to be stable. So I have a couple of clients, and they have to be somewhere in the middle, you know?
Yeah.
Which is hard, but they do it with medication. Yeah. And it's the same for every disease, I think. Not too much stress, going to bed on time, get up on time, eat your 3 meals a day.
So let's talk about this bipolar, really.
Yeah.
So they get high.
Yes.
And then they are just on a high level for how long can they be on the high side? And
well, it depends. Some people it's 2 or 3 days, and it depends how old you are.
And when they are low,
it can be for a longer time because you're in a deep depression. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think I should know somebody who is this way, because when this person comes up now, the person can promise, give you so many ideas. Yeah. So many ideas. Yeah. Oh, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do that? And then after 2 days, he goes too low. You can't even pick up his phone anymore. Yeah. And then you go about wondering, how come this person? Yeah. I thought this guy brought this sort of project so that we can do.
Yes.
And now I can't find this person anymore.
And he's hiding in his house with the curtains closed.
Exactly, not picking up phone too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, then that's a bipolar problem.
Yeah. It could be, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because most of them are very creative. So, you know, when you're high, you're more creative than
the normal people. Yes, it's true.
Yeah. And they have great ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, somebody out there listening to this broadcast, in case you find yourself or you find your neighbor or somebody that you know having this sort of dual personality, or having the schizophrenic nature of personality, whereby things are talking in their heads and then they're feeling things working in their body and only them feel it, other people don't see it, then give us a call right now on the studio line 020-737-1619. We have an expert who have been taking care of this sort of people for the past 12 years. Karin Compair is in the studio today, live here, to handle some of these intricate questions that you are going to bring pertaining to mentally disabled. How to take care of them should not be a problem anymore. That's what she is trying to let us know. We have experts, and actually you also coach the family members, isn't it?
Yes, I do. Yeah. And just telling them, you know, take care of your brother, sister, your mother, your father.
Yes.
Take care of them. Yeah. Go and walk with them. Go to the supermarket with them.
Yeah.
Short walk. You don't throw big parties for them. It's too much quite often. It's the same when you're, you know, when you're sick.
Yes.
When you have the flu.
Yeah.
You like that people come by or say, can I help you? Can I do the shopping? Or can I get your children from school?
Yeah.
But you don't want them to throw you a party when you have the flu. No. So, you know, it's more or less the same.
Wow.
Yeah. And let's treat it as a disease.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna take a short break right now, and then we come back again to you. This time discussing how to care for the mentally disabled. And our guest today is not a person but Karin Compair, who is a health coach for 12 solid years here in Southeast. Karin, can we welcome back. Karin, please tell us a little bit about the fear, because how can fear bring somebody into a place of mentally disturbance. Too much of fear, you said. Can you explain that to our audience?
You mean a trauma, or
okay.
or a fear, like when you're schizophrenic and you're afraid of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the result of your trauma or of your disease when you're that afraid. Yeah. Because when we're talking about schizophrenia, of course, when you hear things, it must be very frightening. Don't people please ask your friends and family what they are experiencing, because they can explain it, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone can explain maybe they don't know where it comes from, but and if they think it's real, but they can tell you what they see or what they hear.
Wow.
Yes, and even sometimes it's for a short while they had it, and they can tell you later on what they experience. Yeah.
Wow. There's this person that I know, and most of the time, he says he sees a ghost. He sees people seated. When he comes to somebody's home, he quickly sees a ghost. You know ghost?
Yes, I know ghost. Yeah.
I
don't know.
Yes, he sees some unforeseen, invisible persons sitting somewhere at different parts of the people's home.
And he's afraid of it. Is he?
Yeah, he's afraid because when he enters and he has you invite him to your home, and then when he comes, then he sees, and then he said he sees these things, and also he has a child now, and the child also is beginning to see these invisible people.
All right.
So what do you qualify? What sort of sickness is this now?
Well, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't.
For me, as a reverend minister, I think this person will need a spiritual therapy. This person will need counseling and prayer, and then probably deliverance too. But from the medical point of view, what do you think this sort of sickness can be?
I don't know, but it can be anything.
Is this schizophrenic?
Well, people can be schizophrenic if they have a period of psychosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, psychosis.
So
that's another one.
Well, we don't want to tell everyone you're all schizophrenic when you have a psychosis. So I would say go to you and go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Let's try it from both ways.
Exactly. But what do you mean by psychosis?
Well, it's most a short time.
Short time.
A shorter time that you see things or hear things which aren't there.
Yeah.
Yes, or experience things which aren't there.
Wow.
And it's we come back to the word stress again. Yeah.
Stress.
And stress can be positive stress.
Okay.
It can be that you're very, very happy because you got your exam and this, and then your new house and your baby.
Yeah.
It can also be, but it's life changing. Yes.
Wow. So, from your experience, what do you think? What do you think can make families to turn away from their loved ones who are mentally disabled?
I think family often is afraid themselves, or they think people are, when you see something, always closes the curtains. Very simple. People always close the curtains, don't want to open the door. You think they don't want to talk to me, they're sad about it, they're angry about it.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, those people want to be left alone, so we leave them alone. So it's not, I can understand the family, because when someone is getting all these bills because he's racing on the motorway, you think it's your own fault.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't think you're maniac, and you think you can outrun all the cameras and the police. So I can understand some people think, oh, you do it yourself. So we leave you. You don't want to open the door for me, I leave you there.
Wow.
But we have to think about what's the reason people don't want to open the door. Yeah. And it's same with the mother who says, I don't love my child, my baby.
Okay.
Thinking, oh, she's very strange. But maybe it's a depression.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And maybe it's, you know, it's only for the baby blues and it's for a longer time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So don't judge them.
Yeah.
Ask them, how are you feeling? And what's the reason you're closing your curtains? What's the reason you don't want to answer the phone? And hopefully they tell you.
Yeah, but I have also seen, maybe from the African perspective, I think not only African, I think, when people have people who are not measuring up mentally in their homes, it's like they're not proud of them.
They're ashamed.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So how can those families as well be helped to accept the situation and to learn a positive way of dealing with it, than just to pretend as if it's not there and maybe lock the person in one room and then pretend as if he or she doesn't exist anymore. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Yes, I believe it's not just in the African culture.
No.
Every family, people do that.
Yes, that's true. And I think people who don't do that are very strong. Yes. Because it's hard. It's hard when you see something is wrong with family. It scares you, of course, because it's your, let's say it's your brother, and it scares you because you love your brother.
Yeah.
But don't be ashamed of someone. He's a person.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't. You're not asking for this disorder.
Yeah.
You don't want to have it. No one wants to have a disorder. No
one
wants to have a broken leg. No one wants to have a disorder.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
So help them, please. Yeah. And if you don't want to do it yourself, please bring them to the doctor and let the doctor help them, or bring them to a psychiatrist, or bring them to a care worker, bring them to you. You all know what to do with it.
Well, I don't know whether I'm capable, but what I want to say is, how can people engage your service?
My service is that goes through the WMO or to the AWBZ, but through a doctor or a psychiatrist. Okay. Yes, they can ask for our service.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we need an what's it? An indication, and well. We can't go out. If you call me, I can't come to your house.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
There's paid for. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to go through a process.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
And then the doctors or the psychiatrists will now recommend them.
Yes.
Recommend you to them.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But do you also have, because you've not answered this side B of my question, do you also have some maybe courses or programs you do with those families who have people like this? Because it can be very heavy, though. Can be very heavy. So how do you take care of people like that so that they also don't become mentally deranged?
Oh, I know there is one very good program. It's Epsilon. It's called
Epsilon.
I give you the name later on. And they help family and friends of people with schizophrenia, and they're very good at it. So if you have family or friends with schizophrenia, you go to Epsilon, especially for those people, for the families and friends of people who have it.
Yeah.
And they will tell you every day, they educate you on it, you can phone them when the period is very heavy to you.
Yeah.
They really help you.
Really?
It's a very good organization. And even now when you're going to a psychiatrist and you get treatment, they always have family meetings. So that the family they will tell the family how to cope with it. And also because your family maybe you get also, you're more sensitive to it sometimes. Yeah. So they will educate you.
Okay.
And that's very good, I think. That's really a big step forward. So not only treating the patient, but the whole family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if you are listening to this program and you have some questions to ask to Karin, give us a call on 020-737-1619. She is in the studio to take your questions and to help you know how you can handle those who are mentally disabled in your family or among you. So feel free to make this call. Now you still have him or have her in the studio. What qualification is really needed to be able to be a specialist like you?
I did a HBO, so it's and then I did a lot of courses, of course, because I didn't know a thing about when you're a social worker, you don't learn about these things.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of courses, and then well, you have to do the work, and some of my clients are very good at one disease, and others are. I really love to do the postpartum depression often, because it's treatable, and it's babies are cute. Let's face it. You don't only see the mom, you see the baby. But I like my work because it's all so different.
Yeah.
So some people are schizophrenic, others have other diseases, but I also go to people who are in wheelchairs and have other problems. So my work is really from 20 to 80 years, and they're all having different things that are going on in their lives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not only mental problems.
What other areas then?
People are losing their houses, have a lot of debts.
Okay.
What else? Problems with upbringing their children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do a lot of different things, which makes my work very dynamic.
Exactly.
So if you see me shopping somewhere, it's not always someone with mental problems. Could be my mother or my daughter.
Wow.
No, but it's a very nice job. Yeah.
Wow. So how would you like to motivate others to become a health coach? Can everyone be really a health coach?
Oh, I think a lot of people can. Yes, and I think it's very good if people from Africa become health coaches, or life coaches, or whatever name you want to give it. Yes.
Health coaches.
Please, yes.
So
and we need men. Yeah.
Oh, men are not in the job.
In healthcare, most of them are women. Yes. Because I think it's good for men to do the work also. Yes, of course.
Is there any particular reason why women are mostly in this profession?
Because it's healthcare. It's the same like teaching, healthcare. It's most women who do it. Yes, I don't know why. Just please, man. Come do our job.
I think, personally, you would like to do the counseling, because being a reverend minister, you would like to do the counseling then.
Yes.
I mean, that area have to be also promoted.
Yes.
Because the way I'm seeing this schizophrenic thing and bipolar problem, I think not only would we go through it medically, the spiritual aspect is also very necessary.
Yeah.
Wow. So what can be your final? Do you have any question, Apostle Larry? Because you are looking at me, so I thought maybe you want to say something as well. So what can be your final word of encouragement or advice to those who have listened to this broadcast now, and also those who have people like this in their homes? So I believe hearing from a person like you who is taking care of people like this, it will so much be an encouragement. So go on and tell us what you want us to hear.
I really want everyone to talk about it and seek help. Please talk about it, seek help. Even if you're ashamed of it, don't be ashamed. I find most of my clients very sweet, really very sweet, very nice people, and even though they're hiding behind the curtains, they love to be that someone looks after you. Okay. And you don't have to do it all day, every week. just please visit the people or take them out, go walking with them. Just a short walk. Do some shopping or, you know,
Yes, continue.
drink something with them, go for a cup of tea.
Hello, caller.
Een hele goede morgen. Is Patrick er ook?
Please, we are on air. Thank you. Just continue.
Okay. So please seek help and bring them out, or go to them and visit them and have a word with them and seek help, please. Yes, I think that's very important. And the sooner they get help, the better it is for people.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to mention, but lots of people with schizophrenia are homeless.
Homeless?
Homeless. A lot of them are homeless
Oh.
because they forget. You know, when you're having all this pressure in your head and thinking, they lose control of everything. They lose their house, they lose their family, they lose their wives, their husbands, whatever. So, you know, please seek help.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed.
So if lots of the people are homeless, I mean they are already depressed and now they are homeless.
Yeah.
You see, they are homeless and they have lost their loved ones. Is it that the society is making them this way?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Is it that the society is contributing to why people are having this
No, I think it's
funny
the other way
sicknesses?
around. Because you get this disease, it's very hard to concentrate on normal life. You know, when you're very depressed, it's very hard to go to work. It's very hard to open up letters. It's very hard to pay your bills. It's to raise your children. Everything is very hard for you. So.
Wow.
The sooner you get help.
Yes, so if that be the case, and then now they are losing their homes. I mean, when you want to take a house from someone, and then you already come to talk with a guy or with a person, and you know that this person is not reasoning very well, it's enough for you to show mercy or show compassion and say, okay, we don't take this house because this person is sick.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
So I think something has to be done so that when the government notices that people of this sort are not having hope, they have to do something to help them.
Yeah.
Not to add to their misery, because they're already in pain,
Yes,
in shock,
that's true. Yeah.
in denial.
Yeah.
So to come and make them homeless again, I mean, it's terrible.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this is where we are bringing the interview to an end, because I believe that you have shared every information that we need to know.
Yes.
Okay, so I thought that you would have been free to tell us how people can contact you, but now you are saying to us that people must go to their house sats
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
go to the specialists like psychiatrists,
Yes.
and then they can get
Yeah. Get help. Yes.
get help.
Yes.
So they are the people who will recommend them to your service.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Karen, for being with Radio Voice of Naija today. We have enjoyed you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And we hope to have you again and again. We also trust that you have enjoyed the broadcast.
I really enjoyed it. Yes, yes. I love my work, so it's great to talk about it. Yes.